Okay, looking at the map here, we're starting off. This whole section here is not accessible by road. So obviously you need a boat to get into that. So that wipes off half of the lake right off the bat. We're basically looking for areas that might not get a lot of traffic. Anytime you have traffic, it results in people annoying you all day and casting over your lines. So we try to get away from all that. So we're actually fishing, go ahead and show them on the spot here. We're actually fishing a spot here. And how we chose this, it has a nice drop off to the right here. You can see it's 7 and 12 feet over here, and then over here it drops to 27 feet. So you know you have a good amount of area, that way the fish knows to hide. Even though carp is huge and it really doesn't have too many predators, they're going to position themselves where there's a drop off. Now also, you have a bridge over here. It seems like carp always congregate around bridges, so you have fish coming from all sides of this. The true main lake is over in this area, which we do have another spot up this way. I like to call it the Euro spot because it kind of looks like that. It has all areas you can stand out on. But so right today we're fishing here. We've been baiting this up, and we'll talk about all that process later. But basically when you look at this map, you can see all the different, I'll zoom in here. You can see all the different depths, like 7, 12, right here is 27. I'm actually fishing right here, cast over this way. Brian is fishing forward. There's a small drop right here, which we found. So you can kind of look, you can see like the main channel of the lake. You can see all the different depths on here. So it's definitely worth it to get, you know, a good map of this. Now the other thing is this map also shows, you'll see like all the different places of the map, and then the most important part of this, which for a fisherman, is you need to know where the structure is. So they have all kinds of man-made structure in here that totally screws you up while fishing. So you need to know where all that is. So coming back to the map here, there's tons and tons of good spots that we wanted to fish, but like right in here there's a really nice cove, but it has all kinds of structure. So as soon as you get a fish, you know you're going to be breaking off or getting hung up. And then same with up here, we actually started this spot up near the breast, and 4 months into it, they decided to add habitat. It's not even on the map here, so that's where local knowledge came into play. Brian was actually baiting up when they came, and they dropped all kinds of fish habitat and rocks.
Oh yeah, large
into
rocks,
this.
boulders.
Yeah, so that just sucked right there. So we spent a lot of time on that one, and then it turned out that you can't even fish it now because there's so much there, you'd never get a fish through all that. So basically, you know, looking back on this, you know, just some of the places we wanted to target, and we're still not done exploring, but we wanted to pick 2 spots right off the bat just to start with. And that's, like we were saying, we were fishing here, and then we're fishing what's called the Euro spot, which is right here. There's actually a submerged road here. It's a really nice clear spot, and then there's a lot of weeds to the right of here, so all the fish will congregate in there. Now this whole area here is a camping area. That's actually off limits unless you're camping, so we couldn't do that. And then this whole shoreline you have to access by boat, which we're not using today or for what we want to do here. But yeah, we actually found some other spots down here. Didn't really start working with those yet, but we're scouting those out. But just get an idea and get a game plan with somebody. You know, obviously start baiting up, but we'll walk you through these spots. Obviously on a map, you can't really tell how it looks in person, but you can kind of get a feel for it also. That way you know where the least amount of boat traffic is and whatnot. But just wanted to show you the map here, just to get an idea of like what you're looking at.
And also another good example of feature finding is looking at Google Earth, and that will kind of give you what it looks like during that time of year. Now, depending on whenever they upload the map will depend on the time of year, but it could also give you a lot of valuable information if it was taken during the summer, springtime, fall time. You'd also be able to tell like weed growth in the lake itself, maybe what the boat traffic looked like on that day. So any source of information such as Google Earth could possibly tell you what is going to happen on any given day. If the picture was taken whenever the lake was lowered, like the one that's for this lake, we seen a lot of fish structure. And it was a lot of structure that we had not seen on the map, because the map predated whenever the photo was uploaded to Google Earth. So upon talking to the ranger, did I find that out. So once again, talking to people, talking to the rangers, the WCOs, anybody that's spent a good amount of time on the lake, as well as like bait shop owners and things like that, that can give you another source of information to go off of. Now, granted, whenever they dropped the lake, it was just something for them to do the fish habitats with. So that, you know, knowing that, and knowing that this map is older, well, yeah, older than the uploaded image that's on Google Earth of this lake, you can go ahead and put in where those where that fish habitat is. That way you know on the map where like a possible snag would be if you want to fish that area. You know, if that's somewhere you'd want to explore, it kind of gives you a better roundabout idea of what's going on.
Yeah, it's a really good idea, because even though the map's a few years older, yeah, you can still mark off what changes we had. And on here, we didn't mark so much. We have another map, but we marked off, like I said, there's a lot of habitat from here to here. So we mark that off just so we have an observation and what we're looking at. We can start to, it's not so much just picking a spot, it's trying to get rid of spots that you can't really fish, first off. Like we know we can't fish here, so we mark that area off. We know we can't fish this whole shoreline, so we mark that off. Just start to go and start to figure out where you can fish, and then start to determine what would be the best approach.